Hi guys, I welcome you all back to my channel. My name is Aisha. In today's video I will be showing you how to sew this 8 pieces blouse. Thank you all for your support. I have the video on how to cut it. I will be dropping the link below so you can watch the full video. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video you will be notified. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more viewers can view it. Happy viewing. I'll be showing you the sewing aspect of our blouse. So this is the front aspect. You can see this is it, and I've added body and stay to it. So I've added the two to it. You can see it. So that's the reason why I didn't gum it for you to see this place. So I gum the hairstay and the body together. So I place it on this fabric. You can see I placed it on the Ankara. For the front side, you can see I did not allow it to get to the armhole, so I leave some inches here. You can see it. So this is it, and this is the center part. So I've added to it also. So from here you measure 7 inches downward. You start you had your gum stay and your body, so to the under bust. So I stop at the under bust. This is the lining. So I had stay to the lining, only stay. I didn't add body to the lining. So this is the center part of the front aspect. I had stay to it same way I add it to the Ankara. So this is the side of the front aspect, so I add it to it also. So you can see this is it. So for the back aspect, I did not add stay to it. Both the Ankara and the linings join the front aspect together first. So I will be joining the Ankara together first. The center part of the front, so you bring it together this way. You know we've already had ½ inch to it, so now I'll be using that ½ inch to join it together. Let's see. This is it, our under bust. So this is our under bust here. So we notch it. So this is our under bust. So we look for the under bust of the center part also. So you pick one of the side. This is it. So this is one of the sides. So I'll be picking it and I'll be joining it to the center part. You start your joining from the down aspect. So this is it. You can see it. You can see the where we notch that it meets. So that's our under bust. So from here we'll start our sewing. We use ½ inch to join it together. Advise you sew it twice, so I'll be placing another sewing on it again. you notch it here a bit. Can see this is it. You can see it. This is it. So now I'll be adding the second side to it. This is our front aspect. This is it. I'll see how full it is at the down aspect. So this is it. Putting the lining also together. This is the lining. So you pick it same way. This is the front lining. You can see it same way. So the back aspect also together. I will pick the Ankara first. Join the adding zip to the back aspect at the center. So I will pick one of the side and one of the center. I will join the darts together first. So I'm back aspect. So same thing applies to the other side, and the lining with the joining of the front and the back together. So now I will go and iron it. I'll give it a nice press. So let me do that. Out the sleeve. The sleeve I'm using is long sleeve. Making use of 23 for the length of my sleeve. I'll be adding band to the sleeve. So I will minus 2 inches band from the full length of the sleeve, which is 23. So 20 minus 23, that will give us 21. So now I'll be adding half inch to my 21 inch because of the joining. That will 21 and a half. So I'll be taking 21 and a half here now. So this is 21 and a half. This is it. So now you come here, you come down by 2 inches. So this is 2 inches. So you come here. I'll make use of 11 inches for the wideness. So this is 11. I'll be adding pleats to the edges of the sleeve. So I'm making use of 9 inches. So this is it. So now I'll be cutting it out. Where you can decide to give it shape a bit, because I don't want it to be too. So this is our sleeve. You come here, you notch it. So I'll be cutting the second sleeve now. This is it. So we fold it this way. So that's all about the sleeve. So now I'll be showing you. I'll give it a nice press. So now this is it. So the shoulder and the side. I'll first of all join the back and front of the Ankara together, and I'll do same to the lining. the shoulder. At the side, we've not add zip to the back aspect, so you use pin to hold it with that ½ inch that we are using for the seam allowance that we'll be using to sew the zip in. So this is it. So you use office pin to hold it down before joining it at the side for us to take our circumference measurements. Now I'll be doing it with the circumference, but before joining it together, you know, we are adding collar to the back aspect. So here, the back aspects, you can see the shoulder. This is the shoulder here. See here, you will hold it this way. You can see this side. So a bit of the back aspect will come to the front aspect. You see, you can see it here. So to the side, you can see the side. You hold it to the side. So you can just use office pin to hold it here. So I've done that. I've used my office pin to hold it at the shoulder here. You can see it. A bit of the back aspect will come to the front aspect. This is it, because of the collar. The reason for that is because of the collar. You can see it, circumference, and the under bust and waist circumference. When taking your bust, you can see you press it down this way first. So the bust I'm using is 42. So this is 42. The under bust is 38. You can see. This is 38. The waist I'm using is 41. So we have excess at the side, so we can easily trim it off to 1 inch. So okay. Same thing applies to the lining. So we remove the pin. So I'll come here. I'll be joining the sleeve. You notch the sleeve also at the center. This is it. So I'll be adding plates to it. This is the right side, and this is the left side of the sleeve, the main body of the sleeve facing the band right side. So this is the right side of the sleeve. Place it this way. So we add our plates to it. And applies to the second sleeve, to the body. So I will join the sleeve together here. The sleeve, I will be joining the sleeve to the body now. So you come to the shoulder, side of the shoulder at the armhole here. You can see this is it. So you size it together this way. So you notch it at the upper part here. So you can see I've notched it at the upper part here. You size the armhole together this way like this, and you notch it at the upper part here. So now we'll be joining our sleeve to it. So you come here, you open this seam, you open the seam on the body also, open it this way. This is it. I'll be joining the second sleeve. After then, I will be turning it with the line. Let me do that. The body of the Ankara, the main body. So this is it. So now I will be using this lining to turn it in, because I don't want the sewing of the sleeve to show. So I will be using it to turn it in this way. So you look for the center point. This is the center, as in the armhole to the side of the body. So this is it. So same thing applies to the lining. So this is it, you can see. So this is it. So you can see the wrong side facing the wrong side like this. You can just pick it and turn it this way. The wrong side facing the wrong side, so you just pick it this way. You bring the center part here, you bring it this way. So like this, make sure they meet at the center. This is it. You can just use pin to hold it down. So from there, we will start it all around. So you can see. So this is our sleeve. This is it. Same thing applies to the second sleeve. The sleeve in with the lining. So now I will be adding zip to the back aspect. So this is it. We'll come here, the upper part here. So I'll come here. You come to the down aspect here. You measure one inch. So this is 1 inch. From there, that's where my zip will start from the down in the front of the fabric. So this is our zip. This is the front zip stop. So this is it. So you can see it. So now I'll come here. I'll be placing my sewing. To the Ankara zip, you can see it. So the zip will not get to the top. You know we are adding collar to the neck. So after adding my collar, I will join the collar lace that I want to put. I will put it on the collar, and I will sew this side in. So this lace will be open, just straight open. Not that I'm giving it shape. I'm not giving it any shape, just straight open. So I'm using that. I'll be using the lining now. So I'll use the lining to turn this side in. So this is the lining. You bring it this way. So you bring the lining like this to turn the side in. So this is it. So now you can see it at the front here. So now I will be placing sewing on this lining. Let me do that. it. This is it. Same thing applies to the second side. It. You can see it. This is the back aspect. This is it, and this is the front aspect. I fixed the two sides. This is it. So now I will be turning. This is the down aspect, so I will be turning it now with the lining this way, gently this way. So let me do that. You can just set it. You can see this is where, before sewing, you can set it this way with the sewing line, so to meet, as in the Ankara to meet with the lining at the sewing line. So you pick your office pin, you use it to hold it so that it will correspond. So this is it. Office pin, so I'll be sewing it now. I'll pick it this way. Down aspect with the lining. So now I will remove the pins and turn it to the front aspect from the neck. You know, we are adding collar to our neck, so, and I've not sewed the neck. You can't sew it, you will sew it out, you can't sew it in because we are adding collar to it. So from there, yes, after then I will be showing you how to cut your collar. So this is it. So you can see it. So now neck, we'll take the back measurement and the front measurement. For us to take the back measurement, we start from the back here to the shoulder, the joining of the shoulder here. So first we'll take the back measurement. You can see this is it, for 1/4. This is it, you can see it. So now for us to take the front measurement, we join the two shoulder together this way. This is the two shoulder to meet each other. From there you take your front measurement. So this is it. So this is it. We have 4.5. So for our front measurements. So now the collar neck of this lace. So this is it. We have 1 inch here. So now, first of all, draw straight line. From the front aspect. So from here, this will be our back aspect. From here, I will measure 4.5 that I took. So this is 4.5. And I will measure. So this is it. So this is the back measurement. The front aspect here will go up by 1 inch. Okay. So you connect your 1 inch, you connect it to this side. You can just make use of your this way. This is it. So this is it. From here now, from this point, we'll be taking our 1 inch. So I'm making use of one. Straight it upward. Body, we need to add ½ inch to the down aspect and to the upper part. So we had ½ inch all around. So we had you draw it up also to meet this ½ inch at the top here. So you can just take your measurement from the center point to know whether it corresponds. So this is it. So we have 4½ here. Half. So because we have bent our tape this way, so we'll come here, we'll make that correction. So you, from this center point, you will take your 4½ again. So you can see, so it's more than 4½. So this is where our 4½ stop. So that's where our, so we just straighten it up this way. And just bend it up this way. So this is it. So now I'll be cutting for us to be able to fold it in. So this is the ½ inch. So you connect it to this side. So this is it. I'll be placing it on the hairstay and this is the back. So I have it on fold. You can see I have it on fold. So this is it. So now this is it. 2 pieces of it. This is it. So now I will be sewing it. This is the down aspect and this is the upper part. So I'll come here this way. So into the red made collar neck is equal to this one, the Ankara one that we are cutting, so that it will lay very well at the neck aspect. This is the back aspect and this is the front aspect. So now I'll be hard to it now. You can see. So after you place it this way and you sew it downward this way. So after it will look like this. You can see. Let me place it at the midpoint. This is the midpoint. Okay. You can just use This is the back aspect, and this is the front aspect. So let me iron it and showing you the final look. Yeah, but